Alright, my friends, so I want to talk to you about this supplement I've been using from Cutler Nutrition. This is their Carnitine Liquid 3000 supplement. This is a liquid form of L-carnitine. Now, L-carnitine is an amino acid, and the human protein is made up of I think like 12 or 13 amino acids. L-carnitine, okay, one of the functions it does is it helps to more efficiently burn fat in your body. Now, how it does that, okay, is that taking L-carnitine, it helps to move fat into the mitochondria of your cells. Now, the mitochondria of the cells is where energy is produced. That's where energy is created, okay, in the mitochondria. Typically, when a person eats, the first thing that goes into the mitochondria is carbohydrates. That's the first thing. The energy scale of the human body is carbohydrates, protein, and fats. Okay. Now, protein is not a very inefficient energy source. It's more as a building block. So we're going to pull that out of the equation. We're just going to talk about carbohydrates and fat. Okay. Now, carbohydrates, when you eat too many of them, and your body doesn't use any of them, it has to store them and stores them as fat. And that's how we get bigger. We don't get bigger so much from eating fat. We get bigger and fatter from eating too many carbohydrates that our body doesn't use right away. It's basically you eat the carbohydrates, your body uses what it can't right away, and whatever it can't use, it stores for later. Okay. What L-carnitine does, and this carnitine supplement does, this is a sour peach. There's actually a different flavor. This is a sour peach flavor. It tastes really good. There's actually different flavors available. But what L-carnitine does is it takes the fat that's already in your body, okay, and it moves that fat to the top of the energy chain. Okay, so instead of your body using the carbohydrates that you just ate, it's going to push that fat into the mitochondria and use that fat for energy. Okay, and it's going to help burn that fat that you already have in your body. Now, it says you don't have to. You can keep eating carbs with this. As a personal trainer myself, I would say if you really want to lose weight, I would suggest cutting down the carbs, at least cutting down the sweets and the salty snacks. So you can actually just be more efficient. However, it will still move the fat, regardless of what you're eating, it's still going to move that fat to the top of the energy chain. Okay, so this way you're burning the fat you have in your body instead of the carb you just ate, and then whatever you don't burn gets stored and you just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We don't want that. We want to get healthy, we want to get slimmer and more fit, obviously. So all you do with this is really simple. Is you take it, you shake it up, okay? You get a tablespoon. I have a tablespoon measuring spoon that I use, and you take 1 tablespoon. I just pour it in the cap and drink it. Okay, that's it. You don't have. That's all you need. Okay, it may not seem like a lot, but it's efficient enough to do what's got to do. Okay, it's efficient enough to have enough L-carnitine going into your system at once, where it's going to push that fat into your mitochondria, so that fat gets used as energy instead of the carbs that you are eating. Okay. So I hope this helps. Try it out. My favorite, well, it's the only one I've tried so far, is the sour peach, but I'm thinking about trying the other flavors. But honestly, try this out. Make sure it's the one from Cutler Nutrition. Okay, you'll see there's a couple bottles, and this like a lot of other products because they're coming out. There's a lot of copycats. Okay, you want to get the one. The bottle looks like this, and it's going to say Cutler Nutrition on the top right here. That's the one you want to get. You want to get any of the fake products that are out there. You want to get the one from Cutler Nutrition. That's the quality you want to get. And it'll say carnitine 3000. It says 3,000 milligrams of L-carnitine per serving. Okay, so you're going to get a lot of L-carnitine in your system, and that's going to help. It's going to help move that fat into the mitochondria of your cells, so you can use that as the top energy source first, instead of the carbs or the whatever you're eating. And like I said, once you eat the carbs, whatever you burn out, whatever you used for energy gets used, and the leftovers get stored as fat. Okay. Again, we don't get fat from eating fat. We get fat from eating carbs. That's the thing. You eat fat, your body uses the fat as energy. You eat carbs, it uses it as energy, and then stores the rest as fat. Okay. Same with protein. If you eat too much protein, whatever your body doesn't use gets stored as fat. Okay? So, guys, hope this helps. Have a great day. See you in the next video.